now been called to order. At 2 p.m., March 26, 2026, we will have the invocation by myself and the pledge of allegiance by Mr. Jones. May we all stand, please. Heavenly Father, we come this evening in the most humble and gracious way we know how, giving thanks upon all the many blessings that you've bestowed upon us and this commission, helping us to understand the needs of our community and helping us to do the things that where we can make life here in Lake Charles and in this state much better for everyone, Heavenly Father. We ask a special blessing on everyone that's here today, Heavenly Father, and may we continue to do your work. In your Son named Jesus, amen. May we all face the flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We want to thank everyone for coming out this evening. And we ask that if you have cell phones, if you would put your cell phones to silence, and we will get ready to conduct our meeting. First business is public comment procedure. The board encourages public comments and questions regarding all agenda items. Persons wishing to do so should complete a speaker's card, which is at the entrance of the boardroom. When speaking or asking a question on an agenda item, one should, in addition to completing the speaker's card, come to the microphone, be recognized, provide your name, address, phone number. Comments by individuals will be limited to 3 minutes. At this time, we will move on to our agenda items. Approval of the February 26, 2026 regular meeting minutes.
So moved.
I have a
Second.
motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Any objection? Hearing none, that item will pass. Moving on to our submissions. Submission 2026-007, accepting the lowest responsive base bid of Brown Industry Construction LLC for the construction of the multi-use transloading facility at City Docks. Mr. Self.
Yes, Mr. President. This submission relates to paving and expanding an existing storage pad that just has rock on it now. It's about 5 acres. It will be used to create a high-strength pad that will be connected to some existing pads that we use at City Docks, adjacent to Warehouse 400, Warehouse 500, and a paved storage area. It's adjacent to the railroad that we have throughout City Docks. We advertised in January. We got 9 bids, so there were a lot of activity on this one, with Brown Industrial being the low bid at $5.8 million. Just to add to that, the port applied for a grant through Congressman Higgins' office, and we received $3 million toward this project.
Wow.
You call it a high shrink area, Mr. Sill,
Yes, sir.
for wrapping the,
I'm going to let Nick answer some of those
explain what a high
questions.
shrink area is, Nick.
Heavy, basically for heavy cargo. It's high strength concrete to be able to handle heavy loads.
High
So
strength,
strength, yes, sir.
thank you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Is there any questions by the commission? At this time, I entertain a motion.
I so move.
I have a motion. Second. And a second. Is there any discussion? Any objection? Hearing none, that item will pass. Moving on to submission 2026-008, authorizing the district to amend the professional service agreement with CSRS Disaster Recovery Management. Mr. Self.
Yes, Mr. President. This submission relates to a request for a time extension only with CSRS. We use them for disaster recovery assistance in making applications for damage claims that we have associated with Hurricane, I almost said Hurricane Rita, Hurricane Laura. They keep rolling around. But it's no dollar amount involved with this. It's really just to continue the time that they're allowed to work with us on those projects. And it's a 12-month extension. We'll look at it in 12 months and decide whether or not we need more time at that point.
Okay. Any questions by the commissioners?
I make a motion on submission 2026-008 to be approved.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Any objection? Hearing none, that item will pass. Moving on to submission 2026-009, authorizing the executive director to execute all necessary documents to effectuate the purchase of property from Louisiana Multimode Terminal LLC. Mr. Self.
Yes, Mr. President, the submission relates to the purchase of approximately 287 acres south of the Industrial Park East facility. as you mentioned, it's owned by Louisiana Multimodal. The acquisition will expand our industrial footprint. Existing Port on Track runs through this piece of property already, and we're looking and studying about, considering expanding some additional ladder tracks for different activities. And we've, in fact, already had one potential suitor for the site, not for the entire site, but for an area on the south end of that site. And we're working with them. I don't know if it'll work out, but we've made a proposal and we're waiting on them to respond.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sell. Any discussions by the commission?
Move to approve 2026-009.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I have a motion and a second. Is there discussion? Any objection? Hearing none, that item will pass. Now moving on to our briefing notes, February 2026 financial briefings. Mr. Landry, and if you would, you also take FEMA GOSEP with that also. Thank you, Mr. Cameron.
Yes, Mr. President. For the month of February 2026, we generated revenues of $4.7 million. Slightly unfavorable to budget simply because it was the timing of a Bayrite vessel that showed up actually in January, so a portion of that was included, the revenue was included in January. So obviously it was budgeted in February, so it's a little lower. On the expense side, around $2.5 million, slightly favorable. Again, due to the timing of that vessel, some of the expenses were included in January, even though they were budgeted to be in February. Also, we've seen lower maintenance and maintenance supplies expenses. We haven't necessarily needed as much maintenance to date, so that's always a good thing. Everything else seemed to be in line with budget. We continue to generate some strong cash flow at $2.6 million. That's good. On the balance sheet side, unrestricted cash is down. We continue to see large payments due to the ongoing projects. Along with that, construction progress is up $8.4 million, so as expected. On the GOSEP report, over the last month, we received a very small portion of our reimbursements, but we were able to submit a significant amount of requests for reimbursement. Of that, about $6 million is in finance completion, so we really expect to see that pretty soon. So hopefully before the end of the month, and you'll see that on the next report.
Be nice when we don't have to have a GOSEP, FEMA
Yeah.
GOSEP.
Yeah.
Just in time.
I can't wait.
That's right, don't say that.
I was gonna ask that, there's 60 million basically left out. Is
Yeah.
there any expectation of timeline on when you see that?
Well, so as the larger projects, some of the funds are allocated to projects that are ongoing. So like the industrial canal project, which I think is 30 million, 46 million. Large portion of that will be reimbursed as that project goes on. So
They're cost reimbursement grants, so until we expend the funds, we can't.
Right, we can't get it.
right.
Yeah.
So a large portion of that 60 million is tied up right there. So.
Thank you for that report, Mr. Cameron. Any
Yes, sir.
questions by the commission? Thank you again, Cameron. Moving on to department reports, administration and finance security. Mr. Cameron, you have it again.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We're currently working on Forecast 1, which will be presented to you at next month's meeting. And then on top of that, the auditors are on site, so staff and I are really focused on getting them everything they need to complete that audit. We've submitted a large portion of that, but they dig a little bit further in when they're on site. So once they're complete, we should be able to present that report to you at the June board meeting. Any questions?
How's your, the new software? Y'all integrate, why you smoking?
It's new. It's still new.
There are certain portions that we
have
are
some
working
glitches.
through, a few, I say issues, hiccups, however you want to word it.
Yeah.
But as for the day-to-day processing, it's working
It's okay.
working well.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Cameron. Any other questions by the commission? Thank you again,
Thank you.
Cameron. Moving on to navigation, Mr. Regan Brown, what do you have for us today?
Thank you, Mr. President. Earlier this month, the district commander, the New Orleans district commander, Colonel Scotty Altan, and his staff came to the port. We discussed funding for the channel, and then Ricky, John, and I went to dinner with the colonel that evening. And then just yesterday, Ricky, John, Cameron, and myself had a meeting in New Orleans to discuss the port's effort to secure some permanent easements on some of the disposal areas that we need. And then also how to prepare and submit requests for credit against the 10% of the total project cost that has to be paid by the local sponsor, which is us. So, any questions for?
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Any questions by the commission? All right, thank you, Mr. Brown. Moving on to operations, Mr. Todd Henderson.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Recently at City Docks, been pretty busy. We had a aluminum hydrate vessel and 2 barges totaling about 25,000 tons. A cement ship that was 12,826. And then we had 3 ships that had a combined total of 120,455 tons of piling, limestone, and fly ash. Had 1 ship of about 5,900 cubic meters of lumber and a couple of project cargo shipments. On the schedule right now, we've got more hydrate barges, more piling, limestone, and fly ash, about another 33,000 tons, and another project cargo shipment. At BT1, we had 3 ships and 4 barges of raw coke totaling 143,000 tons, and 1 rutile ship that's about 13,500. On the schedule, we've got another green coke and another rutile ship on the schedule totaling about 30,000 tons. And down at the industrial canal, we've moved about 36,237 revenue tons of project cargo. There's about 16 more of those coming. And we have a limestone ship that's going to Port Aggregate. It's about 44,000 tons. So we're staying busy. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
That's awesome. Any questions by the commission? Thank you, Mr. Henderson. Moving on to cargo and trade development, Mr. Therrence.
Yes, Mr. President. We're starting to see increased interest in our Track 475 property at Industrial Canal. We have one outfit looking to do a precious metals manufacturing facility and another looking at ammonia export terminal. Yesterday, we did submit an RFP to Louisiana Economic Development for Project North Star. It's for a rare earth-free permanent magnet manufacturing facility. It's about a $2 billion project with about 700 jobs.
You said $2 billion?
$2 billion, yes,
What'll
sir.
be?
Wow.
Very good.
We did secure an agreement with Nucor Steel Company. They're bringing in H-Powell in from Arkansas. We had our first shipment last week. It should continue for the next couple of months. And we're getting close to finalizing the centennial anniversary book. We should have it out and ready for release midsummer. Happy to answer any questions you may have.
Very good.
That's awesome,
Thank you,
Therrence,
Terrence.
man. Thanks for that update. All right. Any other questions by the commissioners? All right, moving on to engineering and maintenance. Mr. Nick, please excite us today because I know you have some good information for us today.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. I don't know how exciting it'll be, but I'm going to wow you with numbers. So I wanted to give you an overall capital projects update. As you may see in my monthly report, we have quite a few projects going on, and they're spread across 4 different sites. We have them at City Docks, Industrial Park East, BT1, and our industrial canal facilities. Currently having 7 projects in various stages of construction. 1 project that you approved tonight will be going into construction very quickly. And then we have 3 projects that are out for bid right now. And then we have another 10 projects that are in the design phase. We're also soliciting qualifications for engineers for another 3 projects. We're just keeping busy, repairing everything, rebuilding, just making progress all around. So we also have 3 projects that are in the closeout phase. If you add all those together, I think we're at about 27 projects ongoing right now in various stages, approximately $334 million. So thank you for all your support. They're moving along, and
Nick, thank you for the
start
work
closing
that you
them out.
do. Mr. Self, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
In all the years that you've been here at the port, have we had anything like this happen with this many projects on the rise for what's
No.
going to be going here at the port?
No,
That's awesome.
not close.
It's amazing what happens when something blows through and
You know, leading
That's
up
awesome.
to this time frame, the biggest single project we had was probably the 9A project.
Yeah.
And that was spread over, the dock, the wharf,
Yeah.
the loading equipment. But aside from that, I mean, we probably have 3 projects that size going on right now. One of them is twice that size. Wow. The 4, 5, 6 project is twice the size of the previous
Great
largest
job.
one that I know of.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, Nick and them are super busy, and we've got our port facilities are gonna be in great shape for the future.
Wow.
Very good.
Very good indeed.
And all hurricane proof.
That's right.
Yes.
We hope so. Maybe the software.
Thank you, Mr. Nick. Any questions by the commission? All right. right, this time we'd move on to our state lobbyists and federal. Is there anything, Mr. Self, we need to look at for that? Okay. Well, at this time, is there any other matters that need to come before the commission? Hearing none. At this time, I would entertain a motion to adjourn. I have a motion and a second. Oh. Oh, I didn't have a card, ma'am. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. At this time, could we have Mr. Tim Duncan come up from Lanier and Associates? I'm so sorry, Mr. Duncan. Mr. Jonathan got me all excited here when I saw him.
And I got
at the
excited
meeting.
when they said Tim Duncan was speaking. I was it's like that
He's
guy's
a lot taller than me.
Thank you so much for reminding.
895-0368. We've been working, me personally, have been working with the port for over 30 years from the engineering side, and I'm awfully embarrassed to say this is the first time I've come to a commissioner's meeting.
That's okay.
But we truly enjoy the work that y'all do. It's the type of work we do. But more importantly, I'd like to extend the thanks to the commissioners, but also we work with a wonderful staff. I've known Todd for a long time, and I've worked with Nick for many, many years, and it's truly a pleasure to work with y'all, and I want to thank you. That's all I really had.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Tim,
you.
so much. Well, I just got a note from Mr. Self saying that because we missed the speaker, we're gonna have to start the meeting all over again. So if you guys don't mind.
It's gonna be a lonely meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Tim. At this time, there are no other things that need to be discussed before us. At this time, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a motion and a second. We're now adjourned at 2:20.